convenient. You have grown stronger. Your cause hopeless. You shall not escape. How convenient. You have grown stronger. Your cause hopeless. You shall not escape.
Oh, hola, hola. Feedback stream 95. Jeez, we're about to hit 100. About to hit 100 on the road to 10K. You guys know what it is. Feedback. We have a lot of songs. About like, I think we have more than 20 right now. If you want to be in the next stream, make sure to submit in my Discord. It will be in the description. Get your track in. We'll listen. Do a little feedback. See what's good in the hood. First in line is Meet Mick Foley. Let's find that cover art. All right, yeah. Easily. Let's get it done. What you got? I'll be in the chat. Say what's up.
Right up there in the elite list of the greatest WWF champions of all time. How does that make you feel? Doesn't matter how it makes you feel. How does that make you feel?
Just finished this like 5 seconds ago. Still learning. It's kind of weird, but learning process. Yeah. Follow for more tips. All right, I'm done.
All right, cool. That's Meet Mick Foley. You know what it is. We got some really loud tear out shit going on. And that's always fun and all, right? But we need to be able to be clean and loud at the same time. It's really important. It's very hard for me to listen to this at a normal volume because of how many harsh frequencies are being just blasted at a very loud level. There's also a lot of timing issues going on here, which is really messing with the energy and overall just impact and the amount of danceability in the track. So these are some pretty important things. So like at the build-up.
How does that make you feel?
So we got pre-drop.
How does that?
And then we got fake out.
It doesn't matter how it makes you.
So we should have dropped by now, but you keep rising it and you drop it too late. You're like half a bar or a bar off in the timing of the drop. So we're expecting the drop at this certain time, and then it doesn't drop, and then all the energy just like decreases. And then when the drop comes, it's just not as impactful because that timing needs to be perfect. So you got to, you know, just make it perfect. 2 bar, 4 bar, 8 bar, 16 bar. You're just going by those types of measures. Lots of harshness. You know, there's a plugin called Soothe that you can throw on the bass stack or your basses individually. It's going to reduce harsh frequencies automatically. It's like magic. Otherwise, learn about the Fletcher-Munson curve, learn about how harsh frequencies, you know, happen around 1000. You just want to be in that area, just investigating all the time and turning down anything that's harsh. Or be careful when you compress a sound that's not treated. You're just turning up harsh frequencies. It gets intense. So you got to tame the beast and balance it. Unfortunately, in your second drop, you slow down the song in like the wrong section. You start slowing down over here. But like the best, we have to like transition the energy. It's like you're DJing, right? You're trying to do a BPM transition in the middle of the club. You want to be as clean as possible. This is something that you would do in the build-up. Like in this. Like, I don't know if you've listened to Murad's tracks, but he's really good at doing this, and he knows exactly where to do it as well. It's just like DJing. You just make sure you do it in a clean section. So instead of slowing down the BPM over here, try to do it in the build-up in a section that transitions well. Yeah, and then this, it just starts to get all over the place in the second drop. We kind of, like, because the wrong timing happened with the slow, we've lost a lot of energy by this point. This is just slow, not a lot of energy. And then this comes in too quickly. And there's no energy anymore, and it lasts too long. So yeah, just the structure of this is off. Just stick to 16 bar, 32 bar drops. Keep the energy high. Keep people dancing. Be careful with extending these. And then at the end, it just starts to become noise, and there's nothing to really even dance to. Remember, we need a beat. We need a rhythm. Just like just noise, you know, so it's not really too satisfying either. We need to be dancing, all about movement and groove and flow. Try to keep that constant. Okay. That was a long time on one track, but I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you just DM me in my Discord or Instagram, and I'll help you see what's good. I do lessons too every day, so you guys just hit me up. We'll help you. Next, the swimming pools flip. The golden flask. Dub 001. Dude, wait, is this next in line? No, it's not next in line. It's that'll be the next one. We got Matt Danks, Close to Me, up next. It's all the way at the bottom. That is a classic time. That's classic. Let's get it done. Matt Danks, Close to Me. Johnny Longfingers. What's up, lazy? Johnny Longfingers, shout out you for the subscription, my boy. Thank you for that. You are a kind gentleman. Oh, wow. Nicely done. You know, lots of harmony being produced here, lots of togetherness being felt, lots of EDM vibes, you know what I'm saying? This is cool. The layering is good, the progressions are good, the chords are good. The section right here with the vocals. This is really important. Having the human voice, her human voice specifically, is really, really good with this song. So we definitely want this to be happening sooner. This happens, you know, a lot later on in the track. So the overall just like structure of it can be improved a bit, a little bit more of this vocal at the beginning in a good spot, glue things together, and it's very quiet. We're at -17 lefts. You can even tell visually your waveform is very small and has a lot of headroom. So, you know, you don't really need to send this stuff to a mixing, mastering engineer. You can just do everything yourself. It's very easy. You can separate your groups, separate your frequencies, such as your drums all together, all the low frequencies in one group, all the mid frequencies like the pianos and the high frequencies too in one group. And then you add compressors, like a glue compressor is a really good compressor. Even the multiband dynamics, the multiband compression. And you can use these tools to pull up the existing frequencies and, you know, get that thing shining. We want to be at like around -8 lufs for something like this. Loud and big and full, and it'll add so much energy. And you can quickly do that with tools in Ableton and any DAW, honestly. Just really about, you know, sending all the frequencies to the correct place, and then you separate them, organize them, compress them, and then they all go to the master, and everything's just chilling all good at the master. You could do whatever there as well. But yeah, that's cool. Nice track. I was vibing. Some of them vibes. Swimming pools flip up next. The golden flask. Dub 001. Hey. Okay. Who is this? Who submitted this track right here? This is the Devil's Advocate. 140 users. 140 users. That's his SoundCloud name. All right, run it. That shit's fucking fire, man. Good job. That was cool. That was a journey that felt real deep, real dubby. That was cool. And I love that song. You know, I love Kendrick, especially old school Kendrick. And fuck, that was cool. Honestly, it was really close to being like a masterpiece to me. The only thing that's really going on wrong is the vocal, like timing, like the warping maybe is like, sometimes it's on, sometimes it's delayed a bit and sounds good. Sometimes it's off. It's like kind of all over the place timing wise. And it's really affecting the song. Unfortunately, the song's really good. And if that timing was perfect, it would unlock the eternal existence of the universe and just boom, be a perfect masterpiece. And it would get people lost in the sound. You know, people who have like perfect timing and rhythm can tell when things are off time. And it's a lot of people. So you don't want to be playing this in the club and it not be perfect when it can be perfect. You can easily make it perfect. And remember, some delay is okay. Some swag and delay and groove is cool. So like just use your metronome, man. Use that metronome. Understand the timing of his vocal and the original instrumental, how he's flowing to the timing, and you can easily translate it into your track. Things like that can help be like secret tricks. But yeah, that's about it. This is pretty fire. Good shit, good dub. I am impressed. Very nice. I need to turn my claps on. Hold on, let me turn my claps on. You know, because sometimes I need to do a little bit of clappage. It's a done deal. Up next in line. Matt Dinks already submitted one, so we can't do another one. Unfortunately, remember, guys, one per stream. Type 8, 2/15/25. We have a date. We do have a date. Wait, do we have another date over here? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we got mad dates in here. Sold out dates, probably. We're going to bring this up. Next in line, you know what it is, type 8. Let's get it done.
Hartman, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to. And the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be, sir. Do you maggots understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you think I'm weird? Definitely.
The Devil's Advocate.
No, man, seriously.
Oh, hell
Am I
yeah.
weird?
Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, but so what?
Good job, man.
Everybody's weird.
Yeah. You guys are coming in with it today, huh?
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Hey.
Ragamuffin, band, ragamuffin,
Yeah.
ragamuffin, ragamuffin, band, DJ
Drop the bass like a bomb buckle and gunshot. Turn you up. We sound system, blood clot, expensive and dear. We are here to burn you up. We think Ghana abroad, yada, worldwide this say. We think blood clot global. Make them know this ya. Drop it again.
Yeah. Yes, please. Okay then. That was pretty fun, honestly. Good job. Good groove. Lots of bouncy feeling. It just felt good. We're just vibing and dancing, and I mean, this is impressive. Your second drop, the second drop has this lead in the back, which I feel like the first drop needs. The first drop feels a little bit empty. It is missing something like that. You know, so I would probably put that lead in there, maybe add a little variation to it, change it a little bit, but that's a nice sounding lead. Feels very West Coast, Yeah, so just like about halfway through this drop, it starts to feel empty. So yeah, just maybe add that lead, maybe do a different lead, different vocals, something to fill it up.
Everybody's weird.
The other vocals are cool. Like, there's a lot of nice sampling in here. The only thing that sounds a little bit off time is when like a section in here feels a little bit off time, but it's not that bad. Pretty good.
A census taker once tried to
This is fun. This is groovy. This is nice and
Everybody's weird.
I see people dancing. It is a little quiet though. -9 LUFS is a little quiet. So I would just maybe reference the type of flow or artist, or just see if you need to get a little louder, because we are, you know, pretty quiet. A house song, for example, is like -8 LUFS normally. So this is a little bit quieter. It seems like we really need to pull things up a little bit more in the mix using compression, saturation, EQ, you know, things like layering, different things to pull up the gain. And yeah, I think that's about it. Great job. Nicely done. Type 8. Chroma Vibes up next. Carol of the Bounce VIP. Hashtag ID 45 WIP V2. Interesting. Sounds like we got it in. Let's go ahead and put that in and get her done. I have heard this song. Christmas vibes already. February 24th. Let's go. Goddamn Santa Claus. Carol the Bounce VIP. Hashtag ID 45 WIP V2. Very nice. That's Chroma Vibes. I gotta say, this was kind of, it had me at the beginning. You know, I'm feeling the nostalgic Christmas vibes. It was 4 to the floor beat. I'm dancing, get my groove on. You're teasing like a dubstep bass here. So honestly, I'm expecting something crazy is about to happen. Unfortunately, it did not happen. I thought it was about to drop right here, because it's like kind of like a second pre-drop, and then you do a fill. But this is the drop, and it's very low energy. There's a lot of things going on with it, and it's because of how your sub is. The sub right now, the lows that we're using, like boom, 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 boom. It's almost like a bass guitar. It's like not enough. In EDM, we need like a big fat sub. We need some bass leads. It sounds like there's kind of bass leads in the back, very quiet in the background. So we just need to put way more focus on the sub and the new bass leads, the mid basses, we can call them also. And then you have to maybe sprinkle in the melody and the melodics from the intro rather than keep it playing full blast in the drop, because we're kind of transitioning energy to something heavier and more danceable. You know, there's not a lot of groove or flow to this. The dynamics are off. The drums are very quiet also. And when I say dynamics, we like want pauses, almost silence. So sections where it gets quiet, maybe it's silence and just a vocal playing. So we can go back and forth between loud, quiet, loud, and then we're like kind of adding movement in the track. And that's really good dynamic shifts that we can be doing to help with the energy. Check your lows, make sure everything's mono, make sure there's no lows on the sides. So a lot of different things we got to do. Just, look back at this, ask me questions. If you have any concerns about this feedback, I can help you. Otherwise, I was feeling some vibes, Carol vibes. Wasn't expecting Christmas time right now. It's a little bit of February. Cool. Nicely done. With Chroma vibes. Up next, we got Kane. We got Cutthroat. Oh. I feel like this is the Dubstep talent show. Who's bringing out that heat, you know? Who got the heater? Spicy McChickens. Kane. Wow. This is pretty cool. I must say. I like your tag too. Crane. This is so cool. This is what I want. Lots of vibes in here. Heavy, fun times. Unfortunately, it is a little bit harsh, like frequency wise. You know, you might want to tame some harsh frequencies. You know, put a little bit of soothe on it. I had that Fletcher Munson curve preset somewhere. I could even send it to you. It's that one Ableton EQ. You can use that to turn down harsh frequencies too. We just got to tame some of the beast, you know, because we want the sub to be balanced with the mid basses. And right now it's like those mid basses and highs are a lot, just taking control a lot more than the sub. You got some pretty crazy flows in here, like this one. That's pretty fire right there. Same thing with this last one. Flows like this are like really good. And flows like at the beginning are really basic, and it got honestly pretty repetitive. You do start to change it up. But overall, the tones that we're hearing, just it's the same. So it can get a little bit repetitive. These flows, I would just try to do more of these like really unique creative flows, and you don't even really need these. You want to just have a lot of energy, maybe then break it down simple like that and then go back to crazy. But yeah, also this felt a little bit long with no energy. So, you know, in sections like this, you could just simply add the tops, like any tops, maybe a kick and a snare, just anything to keep the rhythm and the beat going so people can keep dancing. It's a good thing. And it's nice to DJ. It's DJ friendly too. This is also kind of weak, this intro. You want to pump up these drums, get them louder, bigger, fuller, you know, compression. Overall, this is pretty nice. I liked it. Heaviness, fun time. You know what it is. Kane on the ones and twos. Next up, Rose covered gas mask with the yo-yo. Oh, yo-yo. Yo-yo. Vitox said this is heat or fire.
Bluegrass.
Yes. With the Boy. Wow, that was cool. Good job, Roses. That was rose-covered gas mask, and that was probably the best thing I've heard from you. It's very creative, honestly. It almost reminds me of like something I would hear in some video game, and at the same time, it's not just electronic. You can dance and flow and groove to this, and you're like taking on different journeys and stuff like this. Like these chops and cuts really does a lot. Like the dynamics of all this is really good, and we're just flowing and moving, and it's impressive. Things sound also in key and in scale, and I'm not feeling any tension or anything, and it's nice to see. We're really loud. We're like -3 left, so EQ is really needed because there's some places where we're playing a lot of frequencies and there's just not really any EQ going on. You can reduce harsh frequencies around 1,000, reduce muddier frequencies around 100 to 300 hertz, and just make sure that everything's living together well in the stereo image and in the frequency spectrum. Both have to be looked into. I've been having a good time. It's pretty cool, man. I'm surprised, you know. I'm really surprised that you made something with the bluegrass guitar and like electronic, and it's like we're going back and forth, and when the guitar comes back, I like get happy and it feels very wubby and like liquidy, and like there's so many words I'm trying to find in my head to describe it, but it's cool. I can't even imagine if, you know, you were in a festival, like big speakers, and listening to something like this. It's cool. Very cool. Keep experimenting. Keep having fun making art. You'd love to see it. Nicely done. I need to look into Ozone. Yeah, just the Ozone Imager that I'm using right here. This is free. Literally. Just type in Ozone Imager. Free. You can just get that real quick for free. It's a done deal. And use it's going to help you a lot. Let's go ahead and get into the next selection. End Tide. Archon? Yeah. Archon. Dead Hearts Revived and End Tide Archon. Welcome, Moses. shit. Good shit. Good job. Good job. That was a very good amount of energy. Very fun. Festival vibes. Big fun. Just heaviness. Now, the second drop is a lot better than the first drop. Why? There's a lot more sauce, a lot more spiciness, a lot more seasoning. The first drop really sounds like, you know, this is the, like, I swear, a lot of songs sound like this. And they use the same vocal too. The whole Resurrect lays, like, there's a lot of music that sounds exactly like this drop. So I would try to get a little bit different, you know, just like you did in the second drop. You added new sounds, new flows. That's going to be important. You know, keep things original. Then the sustain, like in this section, super, super loud. It's getting -2.5 lufs. It's getting way too loud. It needs to be tamed. Things like that become abrasive. You want to just, you know, keep things balanced, keep things mixed well. If you're going to be making music this loud, you have to make sure you don't just let the frequencies blast. That's a little bit irresponsible. You got to get that EQ, throw on the sauce, start dipping things down, cutting things out, reducing frequencies in the problematic areas. That's going to be the good time. These pre-drop vocals also are almost like unintelligible. We can't understand what's going on here. So like you might want to have a layer that's the effect layer, and then the other layer could be the original vocal so that we can hear it and understand it. We have to somehow get things cleaner for these pre-drops. Because it's really muffled. You know, it's cool. I like the effect, but we need the effect with an understandable version of the vocal, and it'll be a really nice time. You know, it'll add much more energy. For sure, that voice language is a huge thing. So we want to be able to use it as much as possible. And I would recommend definitely trying to get another vocal. Because, yeah, I would. You don't have to, obviously. This sounded pretty good too. It's just a little bit empty. It doesn't sound like there could be a vocal in here, like singing. There could be a lot of things leading the charge before we, boom, hit the drop and go maximum energy. That's about it. That's a good job. Nice track, man. Next up in line is a track named Thick and Juicy by the one and only Lazy. Lazy. What does he have in store today? Obviously, it's something thick and juicy. I didn't even know he understood the thick and the juice combination. But we're going to go ahead and see if he does. Let's get in. Geology, what's good? I loaded about 15 tracks per stream. Submit yours on my Discord now. You want to be on next stream? You know what it is. You know what it is.
I'm loving them thick and them juicy. Airless, Chris Akabusi. Got 5 links like Tyrone. Now they all trying to recruit me. Pop sherry and cherries, I'm fruity. Got Sally and Debbie and doobies. On Monday it's Megan and movies. On Sunday it's Steph and them groupies. I'm loving them thick and them juicy. Airless, Chris Akabusi. Got 5 links like Tyrone. Now they all trying to recruit me. Pop sherry and cherries, I'm fruity. Got Sally and Debbie and doobies. On Monday it's Megan and movies. On Sunday it's Steph and them groupies. I'm loving them thick and them juicy. Airless, Chris Akabusi. Got 5 links like Tyrone. Now they all trying to recruit me. I'm loving them thick and them juicy. Loving them thick and them juicy. Yeah. Airless, Chris Akabusi. Got 5 links like Tyrone. Now they all trying to recruit me. Pop sherry and cherries, I'm fruity. Got Sally and Debbie and doobies. Got Sally and Debbie and doobies. Doobies. Sally and doobies, Debbie and doobies. Got 5 links like Tyrone. Loving them thick and them juicy like Tyrone. Airless, Chris Akabusi.
thick and juicy.
You don't want this. From one form that it changed, they constant. Me and the monsters, bonkers, monsters, stompers, conscious conkers. Man, it's all like that. Big bouncer, man, he got bored like that. If I give a girl the then she go right back. 2 phones, don't call my gaff with a wall pipe. You don't want this. Juicy, 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 juicy. Monsters, stompers, conscious, monsters, stompers, stompers, monsters, conscious conkers. From one form that it changed, stay constant. Me and all the monsters, bonkers, monsters, stompers, conscious conkers. And it's all like that. Big bouncer, man, he got bored like that. If I give a girl the then she go right back. 2 phones, don't call my gaff with a wall pipe. You don't want this. Juicy, 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 juicy. Monsters, stompers, conscious, monsters, stompers, monsters, conscious conkers.
I'm loving them thick and them juicy. Airless, Chris Boosie. Got 5 links like Tyrone. Now they all tryna recruit me. Pop sherry and cherries, I'm fruity. Got Sally and Debbie and doobies. On Monday it's Megan and movies. On Sunday it's Steph and them groupies. I'm loving them thick and them juicy. Airless, Chris Boosie. Got 5 links like Tyrone. Now they all tryna recruit me. Pop sherry and cherries, I'm fruity. Got Sally and Debbie and doobies. On Monday it's Megan and movies. On Sunday it's Steph and them groupies.
Damn. I was not expecting all that. Jesus Christ. That was eloquent. I'm going to say there's a little bit of thick and juice. If you keep pumping out shit like this, man, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'll tell you what right now. Because that was crazy. The flow was crazy, man. Like so much sick flow the whole time. The vocals are just fucking ripping down. The mix seems very clean. And the bass has strong presence up front. The stereo imaging is crazy in the halfway points of the drop where you got the ding, ding, ding. It's like, oh my God, the dynamics of things are really impressive. Like, holy shit, just look at the stereo image. Like, we go just quiet for that little second right here. It's just really nice dynamic shifts. It feels very impactful.
From one form that it changed, stay constant. Me and the monsters, bonkers, monsters.
She's fucking clean, dude. Good job, man. This is awesome.
On Monday it's Megan and movies. On Sunday it's Steph and them group.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Like I said, keep pumping out bangers like this. We're gonna have a fun, great time.
Airless, Chris Boosie.
People will go crazy in the club to this. I know it. It's just fucking thick and juicy, dude. It's insane. I don't even know these vocals. I don't know the original song at all. I've never heard the original song. I just know this shit sounds fire. Good job. Lazy coming in with the heat. He's at a soccer game right now, he said in the chat earlier. Lazy. We're still going to give him GGs in the chat. And we're going to do a little bit of these. Congratulations. Up next in line. Funks. Back to life. We got a little McDee's and a little bit of Loves. A little bit of Subway. We got a 3-in-1. Back to life special. We're going to go ahead and get that done. Let's go ahead and whip it out. I don't know why all the trucks are at the bottom. This is a classic time. Let's go. Yes, please. Shout out to all people making all the musics. Because life is good, man. Back to life. The vibes all around. Let them know right now.
Bring me back to life.
Very nice. Back to life. Trancey vibes all the way through. Honestly, I did not want that to end. I was dancing, having a good fun time. Like, it's just good music, you know. That's why in Europe they're dancing to this constantly all the time, every single day, because it's one of the best times. Very good. Very cool. We have really good chord progressions and just great harmonies being made. The bass lines are nice. These vocal like chops and like the gating going on is just so sick. Very clean. Yeah, it's really nice. Pretty professional.
Bring me back to life.
Vocals very clean too. Yeah, so this is pretty nice, honestly.
Bring me back to life.
In the drop, you can always do more with the atmospheric, reverby sounds in the background, keeping things like, because remember, we're just kind of in the zone, and the smallest little percussion with long reverb in the background, or like anything to just add a little bit of spice so that it seems more original and more unique and gets it even closer to you. Maybe start to brand things out, you know, and introduce new sounds that are part of your brand during the drops, and really just take things to the next level. Because I mean, it's 2025. There's a lot of songs that can sound very similar to this. So you want to just keep these things in mind, keep leveling up the game, try new things, experimenting from here, you know, go hard. Good job, though. Back to life. Nice vibes. Filling it in. That's Funks. Got Vitaka up next with a WIP 8. We don't have 7. We don't have 9. We got 8. Run it.
Boy, I got your attention.
Lazy, I did yours.
Every time we get close, we magnetize more than a physical reaction. I wanna feel all this chemistry tonight. You know, it's just some kind of fever. You know, this forest getting steeper. Don't let me go, cause you know that I'm a keeper. You know, you know. 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 It's just some kind of fever. You know, you know. This forest getting steeper. Don't let me go, cause you know that I'm a keeper. You know, you know. You know, you know. It's just some kind of fever. You know, you know. This forest getting steeper. Don't let me go, cause you know
what do you know if you know it?
Boy, I got your attention. Every time we get close, we magnetize more than a physical reaction. I wanna feel all this chemistry tonight. You know, is there some kind of fever? You know, this story's getting steeper. Don't let me go, cause you know that I'm a keeper. You know, you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know. Is there some kind of fever? You know, this story's getting steeper. Don't let me go, cause you know that I'm a keeper. You know, you know, you know, you know.
You know, what do you know? Now you know. WIP 8. That was cool. That was honestly pretty fun. You know, this is real jumpy. Real, I mean, I love DMB. You know, it's really dancey. I was dancing the whole time, basically. We got a nice vocal. She sounds good. Unfortunately, though, that vocal, she sounds quiet compared to the mix. There's a lot of loud things playing in this song, and the vocal needs to be shining and sitting on top of it. It's really not, you know, you can get your vocal, make sure there's a mono layer, which should be the original layer. Duplicate it twice, spread one to the left, spread one to the right. Maybe turn those down a little bit more than the mono. EQ those. Make sure none of those lows or low mids are stacking up. Want to cut or remove most of those. Group them, compress them together, turn them up, and then right there is a real good foundation to start turning it up more or turn it down, or, you know, doing whatever you can to add a little extra gain, like parallel processing or reverb on that group. You know, something like that. Add a big reverb and delay, add a parallel processing chain. You have your mono, you have your reverb and delay signal on the group. Then we're starting to introduce a lot more gain. It's starting to sound louder in the mix and be up front. It is a huge part of this song, so we want to make sure that thing is front and center and not behind all those cool basses and drums. Everything sounded nice and loud. I want you to keep in mind, though, the dynamics of this is lacking. You know, if you zoom out, we're almost looking like a brick. So we're compressing a lot. We're getting things really loud. We're starting to lose dynamics. We want to retain some dynamics. You know, you don't have to be this loud. You can be a little bit quieter than this. Like -6 lefts, -4 lefts. You can chill around there. That's a nice area. And also dynamic shifts. So it's loud the whole time. We really don't take a break and go into any silence. If it's going to be loud the whole time, our ears adjust things. We get used to it, and the energy will start to decrease over time. But keep things interesting, add dynamic shifts so that we can go back and forth, add extra movement and energy. If you want to, you know, maybe dance even harder than they are. And that's kind of the goal. We want them to dance crazy. We want this song to be memorable so that they can keep coming back. Fucking dude, Reference Cow and Crooked, they are literally so good. Just got to Lost Land. I don't even know how they got to Lost Lands, but they did, and it was cool. I didn't even get to see the set because I'm watching Heavy Rhythm the whole time. Lost Lands. Okay. I digress upon festival fun memories. We shall go into the next selection. Good job, Vitak. Nevrosat, Bloodthirst. Coming to theaters near you. Flip it on said, that's a banger. Got CrossFit Submit, man. You can be in the next stream. Or whenever you're ready, you know what I'm saying? You get it done. Let me know. You're getting all the rhythm rats out with this one. Extreme rhythm functions. Psychedelic users in shambles right now. Oh, bro, dude, this is we're in this zone, bro. We're in this crazy time period where dubstep is evolving so much, and we're kind of in this energy. Like, think of the DNA. Think of the infinity symbol. Think of feminine and masculine energy. There's always the sides, and we got the evil, crazy, intense tension, dissonance energy. Spread mosh pits, cause violence, kind of is the opposite of everything EDM's been going on for a long time. And then we have the spiritual psychedelics, freeform bass wubs that bring togetherness again and more community and, you know, obviously the horse and the stallion. But I love both, undoubtedly. And when we're in this rhythm function, yeah, I'll tell you what, man, the energy is maximal. We got crazy things going on. Your first drop sounded a lot cleaner than the second drop. Second drop's a little bit messy, a little bit muddy. The sides seem like it's getting a little bit congested on the sides, which doesn't really fit well in the mix. Maybe turn those sides down, EQ the sides more, and it'll help for sure. But yeah, the flow in this, really nice. The sound design too, it's like a nice, unique take on our little square. Is that a square? Shit, I don't even know. After the first drop, I mean, this like radio talk, radio chatter is pretty quiet. You know, you can't really understand it, can't hear it. You really would want to have that turned up in the mix. Plus, it goes on for a long time. Very empty here, very low energy. You can easily just add like a sub playing here, and we can keep that police chatter going. Overall, though, very nice idea, very good. I like the darkness. Very cool. Bloodthirst. Oh, nicely done, nicely done. Up next in line, we got Zack Attack. Too stressed. WIP. Goddamn. You too stressed right now, man? Hopefully you're not that stressed. Experimenting with some ear candy. We shall be in for a treat with the candy of ear. Go to my Discord, LOLOK. And then in the Discord, there's a live WIP feedback channel. And put your SoundCloud link in there. Right now, all the submissions are closed for the stream, so you'll be in the next stream. We let in about 15. I don't know why I'm rapping right now, but you know what it is. Too stressed with.
super hot.
Okay.
Death is not the end for you. I have seen to it. For eternity, you are mine.
Interesting. Definitely one of the coolest things I've heard from you. This is nice. That bounce right there feels pretty cool. Pretty clean. I mean, nice sounds. This first phrase is a little bit wonky, a little bit funky. Like it's kind of erratic, you know, kind of moving, changing too much. Plus it has that thing in the background doing a lot with movement too. And maybe a little bit less is more in phrases like that. It starts to simplify more and it starts to get heavier and cleaner. Kind of goes a little crazy towards the end. These dynamic shifts are awesome. Yeah, so overall, great movement here. Yeah, this intro, though, seems a little bit repetitive. Not a lot of energy. Maybe just structure this a little bit more robotically. You know, just look at some dance structure and song arrangement. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Tommy, Two-Faced, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, man. The Devil's Advocate gave out a community sub. You are a champion, man. Thank you. You guys are dope. Tell you what right now. Yeah, intro. Work on the intro. Make it a little bit more energetic, a little bit less repetitive. Drop sounds cool. Finish that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's it done. Zack Attack. With the 2 stressed. Next. Inline. Scaniel. Kill Aura. Holy shit. The Kill Aura? Oh. It was mixed well, Tommy. That's Zach. He's actually one of my students. He's killing the game. He's learning so fast. You love to see it. That's pretty good. Heavy, tear out, big guns. I like it, man. That was pretty evil and dark. Matches the vibe of the song track name. I think it's pretty good flow too, you know? Get some good flows. Remember, this is kind of just all gun, right? Think of your favorite tear out artist and try to analyze and see what else is playing besides the gun. See how they're talking with the gun and other basses. You want to start incorporating flows like that. It's going to help because the gun will eventually get tiring and it'll lose value over time if you just keep playing the gun. If you play the gun, something else, boom, go back to the gun, that will help. Or if you're playing the gun and there's a huge synth lead on top, playing some huge melodic stabs. You have some here, but they're kind of in the background. It's not really competing with the bass or as loud as the tear out gun. The guns are good though. Decent sound design, a little muddy on the guns. You could always check on frequency buildup from 100 to 300 hertz. That's the mud area. You want to make sure frequencies aren't stacking that much there. You got to tame those beasts. There's a lot of layering and compression going on, so we got to make sure we're not turning up mud, unwanted frequencies. Never a good time. We don't like the mud. Fuck the mud. We like clean Windex. Windex. No matter what, you're going to be compared to Murata or Nimda or someone. Tommy Two-Face has a very good point. Remember, this tear out stuff isn't new anymore. So if you want to be unique and you want to go the next level, you really have to veer away from just the gun. Introduce new things with the gun. Combine things together. You're a chef in the kitchen using all these ingredients. Make something new so that people can be like, whoa, and be surprised, and then only go to you for cool stuff like that. And then boom, there you go. You got your little brand going on, and then you just, like, you can do saxophones and tear out guns. Tear out saxophones as one example. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. Get it done. Happens with a lot of these genres, you know. There's a lot of people. I'm going to make sure everyone can easily make electronic dance music. I want it to be as easy as possible. I'll make these crazy courses where you can pay a low amount of money and just learn everything all at once and then just go hard. So if you guys want to stand out, just access the infinite and create something new, because there's unlimited art to be made. You do not have to sound the same as another artist or whatever. We can just build upon what they discovered. You know, it's just new techniques to make music, and we just keep building upon it. That's always how music's been, and how music relates to technology. As technology improves, music improves. That's always how it's been. It's fucking awesome. Next in line, Apple Snows with the Apple Stomp. Fucking, let's go. Welcome.
Switch.
What's going on?
Yo, Apple Snow's coming in with that Apple Stomp. All right, this is fair. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit fair. There's a lot of things going on, right? You have pretty decent flow. You have a pretty decent bounce. It is a little bit stompy, but the sound design is pretty weak. You know, the basses, mid basses, are like thin, not full. They need to be layered more, and you need to focus on frequency spectrum, layering lows, mids, highs, and also layering stereo image, layering mono and stereo. And all these combine to create one very full sounding bass. On top of that, the call and response needs work because we're kind of just doing fast things the whole time. And we want a conversation to be made, you know? So usually your downbeat bass will be something long and sustained, like rah, and then you get into the fast. So it's like rah, 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 and then back to the rah, rah, rah. So you're like creating conversation, call, response, conversation. They're talking to each other. This really isn't happening here because your bass is like dun, dun, dun. Everything's just going fast. A sub is also just consistently doing the same exact thing over and over, and there's not much movement at all with the most important frequency, which is those lows. Yeah, so overall flow, call and response. Check into my call and response video. Look at in the 4-bar. In 4 bars, you have the call, response, fill. Everything's dancing around the snare, which is the 0.3 in your arrangement. Things like that are going to help a lot. There's a lot of harsh frequencies too. You know, you're turning up a lot of these basses that are harsh, so you want to tame some frequencies, use EQ a lot, and start reducing harsh frequencies around, 1,000. Make sure you're checking how you're layering things and just being aware of all the frequencies that are playing. It's always good to help. He's no flips this week. No flips this week. Oh, we'll probably get a flip. Or what? We don't have a flip. No way. Whoa. Yo, Flipper done did a discovery. I'll tell you what right now. Up next in line, Wags with the WIP unfin. What you know about the WIP unfin? You got a WIP unfin. Let's go. You can always hand it to Wags to come in with something dreamy, something spicy. God damn, Wags coming in. Your shit sounds like so, like anime, just like happy hardcore-y. It's just so much energy, and I really love it. You're blending in melody and bass awesomely. Your drop sounds a little bit off, though. Like the mixing involved is throwing things off a lot. Your like dubstep bass type basses are really loud compared to the chords, which are on the downbeats here. So these super soft stacks need to be just thicker, fuller, louder in the mix compared to the bass. We want them to be balanced. It's going to help a lot. The overall flow and feeling of these basses doesn't really... It feels a little bit generic, a little bit thin, not the heaviest or coolest thing. Sections like this are really awesome, though. This is just so clean, so amazing. Lots of energy. Good job, Wags. This is what I like to see. Nicely done, nicely done. I improve in the sound design with your basses. Learn a lot of dubstep sound design and just get really good at it. Learn D&B sound design, fast movements. D&B bass sound design might even be more helpful. Nicely done, nicely done, nicely done. Next in line, A Sound by Molly. 2425, final. This is the other dated track. We got lots of dates, sold out dates. Let's go. description. Join it. Hashtag live WIP feedback. Nicely done. Very cool. And Mayo, yeah, these are all whips, not releases. I want them to be works in progress. Basically, this is just like to, help people out. Try to get these tracks improved to the best that we can. Try to get them release ready. Work on everything that we can. So this is cool. Sound design needs a little bit of work here on this song. Sound design is very basic. The basses are a little bit just like too small, a little bit too weak. Also, your sub is like just being sustained here. Sub is just going full blast. Well, the bass is like moving. You probably want to have your sub move with the bass, keep those things in harmony, and it adds a lot of impact. So, work on some sub movement. Overall flow is pretty decent in the first drop, but in the second drop, we're starting to lose flow. Things are getting repetitive, very predictable. We need there to be more call and response, more movement, more flow. Look at my call and response video so you can easily learn the tricks to start making nice flow within a 4-bar phrase. And you can easily finish the drop with enough flow and movement and groove to keep things pumping. And then you start making your own call and responses. It's always a good, fun time. The dynamics is lacking until we get to a point like this. Dynamics between the stereo image and volume-wise is really, really good. Very psychedelic. You can get lost. It's nice because it's like loud to quiet, and these huge differences between loud and quiet is what create these dynamic shifts, and it feels just crazy. lots of feeling. Usually this music is about feeling, not just hearing. The music is not just to hear. We feel. These are frequencies and vibrations going into our body. It's all like feeling. So we want to focus on that. Good job. Very nice. You love to see it. He said Mayo said it's Psy Neurostep. He said King Louis said this is sick in a non-melodic way. Lazy said, whack shit, always so full and high energy and melodic. Matt Dank said, our submission's still open. Matt Danks, we can only do one submission per track. You had a submission earlier. Yeah, and you had another one. You're trying to get in a third one, boy. One per stream. You can submit for the next stream, though, easily, right now. Let's go ahead and get it done. Up next, in line, we got Docs coming in with Ma 2 WIP. Let's run it. That was cool. Great vibes. Nice vocal, too. Just cool. We are getting a bit repetitive in a lot of sections. So, like, this is all good, but halfway through, we're kind of just doing the same thing. It's getting repetitive. There's not much flow going on. We're losing energy. And it's just a little bit too basic. So we really need some more flow here. Add and increase energy. Keep the listener surprised. Keep things going. Because the energy, like I said, is decreasing over time and not increasing, which we need it to increase. Got to keep people dancing as hard as possible, going crazy, spilling their drink all over the fucking person in front of them. Simply. That's the point of this music. In the second drop, we have some nice, cool switch up and flow. Very nice. Although halfway through, it starts to get repetitive again. We're losing energy. We're kind of just doing the same thing over and over. all the way up until here, where we switch it up and it feels real nice. This switch up just happens. Well, this switch up is good. We just need another switch up to happen before that switch up. And it's usually 4 bars or 8 bars. And if you look at your drop, you got your 16 bar first half and a 16 bar second half. So each halfway point will be doing, good changes and keep things switching up. Also, check the mix in mono. Put a utility on the master, turn on mono, and check to see how much your main synth lead changes. If it lowers in volume, if it sounds like it's in the background, any of those things are problems. We need this to sound real good in mono. So just do a mono test. It sounds like your main bass is pretty stereo. So we just want to make sure everything is full in the stereo image as well. Otherwise, nicely done. Good job with the WIP. That's Docs. Next up in line, we got Goat Dubs. Paradise ID. Fucking run it. Yes. Good fucking job, Go Does, man. Like usual, you're impressing me all the time with the mega banger, mega heat. But most importantly, you have submitted something that's not a flip, not a remix, not a bootleg, but an original. And it's so good to see that you can do this well. And the vocal is very good. Breakdown's good. The structure and composition is very nice. I love your crunch and distortion. It feels very good. There's lots of different changes and unique phrases going on. It's fun, man. This is good dance music. I like this. I don't think there's anything else I have to say, honestly. You're good. And I was wondering, I'm like, how is he going to transition between super melodic feel goods to the heaviness? And you did so good with this fake out. Or a little tease, I should say. It is like a little fake out tease. It's just so good. Glues it so well. Great cohesion. I mean, it's just art. Art at its finest. Paradise ID. Goat Dubs coming in with heat. Just spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Next in line. Good job, go Dubs. We got rocked them. All for what? WIP. Run it.
This was all for what? I spent years searching for you, and I always thought that I'd find you. But I guess not. This was all for what?
All for what? WIP. Rocked them. I do like that thunder at the end. All that nature vibes feels cool. Cool little outro. To be honest, the song's a little bit too long. It's going creeping into 4.5 minutes. A little bit too long. Huge issue is that this is way, way too loud. This genre is like, more freeform wubs and house, like at the same time. There's multiple genres here, but it's just way too loud. Like -2, -3 LUFS is just blasting it. You can see, look, when you zoom out, your waveform is bricked. It's becoming just noise. And that's an issue. We need there to be dynamics in this. It's not heavy guns and heavy tear out. So there's no real excuse for it to get this loud. You need dial back compression settings, turn down volumes, use EQ, reduce frequencies, and start to clean this up because it is just really harsh, way too loud. And it's really messing with the energy of the song. Can't have that happen. First drop has a lot of breaks from the main rhythm. Like we're dancing and then we stop and we go back to dancing. It's almost too many breaks, but having breaks is good. Having those dynamic shifts are good. We just need less of them. We need balance between how much we dance. We want to dance a lot and then do a little bit of fills to take a break, go back to dancing. But we don't want to take too many breaks. Definitely not. We're bricked here. We're losing dynamics. So there's a lot of energy issues because of that. Just make sure you look into why things are getting so loud. Use measuring tools. Ulean loudness meter is a free loudness meter. Swiss Army meter is the one I use right here. $8. Done deal. But yeah, I think that's about it. Otherwise, I can see the idea that's underneath that. And if you can have it come out, it's going to be nice. So continue working. Next up, Inline. Herbivore. Jump up. Use this file instead. I'm updating my WIPs. Basic foundation is there. Okay, run it. Hello, Joe. Rockton, would you recommend lowering the limiter or the volume? No, not the limiter. You need to start from the ground up. Individual tracks, then groups, then buses, and then the master. Limiter should be just at the end, not doing much. Let me know if you need help. Hit me up. DM me. All right. That's pretty decent. You know, we have some good energy, good jump up energy, nice rhythmic movement and bounce and groove, which is really important. This is the foundation of dance music, right? But we're missing a huge element here, and it's really the sound design. We got real basic sounds, pretty thin, not too much energy in these sounds. They don't sound deep or dirty. They sound pretty small. So you really want to focus on sound design, focus on serum, focus on layering. You can easily layer a mono signal with a stereo signal of the same bass and start to make it into a bigger, fuller bass. And then you want to focus on frequency spectrum. You know, these are kind of high frequency, so you can layer in and then add something that's more mid, low, and you combine those both together so it sounds bigger and fuller that way too. Doing those things with each bass is going to be important because right now they're small, they're weak. You got to get these things beefed up and it'll add a lot of more energy. While you're beefing them up, you'll still be using compression and saturation to make things louder. and you'll use EQ to keep cleaning everything as you're, making things big and loud. But we got decent flow, like the long sustain going into the faster bass. These are good things to see. You want to keep focusing on flow like that. Also remember, it kind of sounds like all these basses don't really live in the same house. They kind of sound like random presets just playing. We need there to be some glue and cohesion between all these basses. If you have an audio effect rack with multiple effects on it, that's on each bass, for example, that can glue things together because they kind of sound similar because they have the same effect rack. Or if you just get one patch and then make multiple basses out of that patch and they're all like a family, that will help a lot too. You want to keep things like structured and you want them to live in the same house. These basses, they're picky. They need to be in a family. All right, guys, that concludes episode 95 of this feedback stream. If you want to be in the next feedback stream, please submit to my Discord and get in before the submissions closed. We only let in a limited amount of submissions per stream. If you need any help directly, I do 1v1 lessons. Just hit me up. We'll get it done. And if you have any questions, you can DM me on Discord or Instagram. I'm always here to answer questions, see what we can get done. Keep making bangers, guys. I'd love to see you all improving each stream. It is absolutely amazing. Just keep it up. You're going to be able to get anything you want once you access the infinite with all this music. It is some powerful stuff. So that's how you get it done. Could you take my track? Yeah, Grizzlite, submit it. Submit your track. It'll be on the next stream. And Rockdom, hit me up if you need any other help, man. Have a good night, guys. Peace out and stay fresh. Keep it